Hello, my love. Welcome to the extended reading for Scorpio and the person they're thinking of right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the outcome. What is the outcome, please? 8 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. Aquarius energy. You know, you could be wanting to turn a hobby into a moneymaker. You know, you're being pushed in a new direction here. And this could be in love or in, you know, with finances. Your self-worth is growing. You've reflected a lot, and this could be about this person, or this could be about, you know, your career in general, your finances. I just dropped one. Let's see. 5 of Wands. So you could be having some inner conflict here, and this could be, like I said, about this person, you know, coming back in, or just reflecting on the past about, you know, there was conflict or disagreements. There was a lot of tension here, you know, and this could even be at work. Take it how it resonates. But you're seeing that the more in alignment that you are, the more results come in, right? The Wheel of Fortune, your luck, your good karma, your dharma is coming in for you because you're staying in alignment with your head and your heart. You're being, you know, more healed. You're healing little by little every day, and you're growing. Your self-worth is growing. Right? And you don't want to allow anyone or anything to get in the way of this right now. You don't want to be in competition. You don't want any conflict. Right? So you're focused on you. You're focused and you're staying in your lane, and you're healing and prospering. What is the advice, please? King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Temperance. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, this is just saying to be patient, right? Stay balanced. You know, you're finding your purpose. You're finding your way. You know, you could be a natural born leader here and a visionary. You could be an entrepreneur. You could have started your own business or wanting to do that, wanting to put in the action here. Right? Because you're career focused, you're mature, you're disciplined. Right? You're nurturing, loving, practical. You can work hard. You can get your finances in order. Right? But this is just saying to, you know, everything in moderation, right? Not doing too much, and, you know, putting in the work and putting in the action when it's necessary, and having patience because everything is coming in for you. Yeah, strength just flew out. Absolutely. Yeah. You're being confident. You're taking strides, right? Positive strides, and you're building your strength and your courage and your confidence up. You're being focused. You have your eye on the prize. Just, you know, keep doing what you're doing here. What is this person's intentions with you? 6 of Pentacles. What are their intentions with you? Knight of Pentacles. And the 7 of Wands. So this person could be trying to keep you on the hook here for a long time, or they could have been breadcrumbing you for a long time, trying to keep you, I want to say in competition, but it's more of a defensive mode, more of just feeling that you have to be on guard, or they have to be on guard here. And it's because of control. right? Trying to maintain control. So just giving a little for a long time to drag it out. What were their intentions in the past? 5 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. This one's popping out at me. And the Page of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah, they thought that they could breadcrumb you and just give a little here. You know, and they could, you know, they could be in, they could have financial disappointments here, or a victim mindset, or, you know, just living below their means. You know, they could feel a loss, and they could be a runner. I mean, you know, when things get tough, they run. Times get tough, they start, you know, avoiding or dismissing and just not wanting to deal with anything here. You know, they could have left you holding the bag. What does this person see for you in the future? 2 of Wands. Knight of Wands. And the High Priestess. Pisces energy. Yeah, this person sees you as an inspiration. They see you as having a passionate energy about you. Taking inspired action. You could be going on an adventure or traveling. You could be planning and making a decision because, you know, you could be wanting to travel or move, or, you know, just leaving your hometown. Take it how it resonates. But you use your intuition at all times. You're very spiritual here. You have a sacred knowledge, and this person sees that. I'm getting that they laughed and thought to themselves, or even maybe said it out loud, that, you know, you're not spiritual, or you don't have spiritual powers. And then little do they know, you live your life differently, right? You trust yourself. You trust your intuition, right? It has not done you wrong yet, right? You have high morals. And, you know, this person is recognizing and seeing that you were not the problem. You know, they could have tried to blame you for things, or, you know, you were not a burden or inconsistent with this person, right? And they know that this is a bond that will never be replaced. You know, you are irreplaceable. What does their soul want right now? 2 of Swords in reverse. The Chariot. And the Fool. I have Aries energy, but yeah, this person wants a new beginning here. They want to be spontaneous. You know, they could be wanting to take a new leap of faith, and, you know, they're seeing that making a choice here is imperative. You know, and they could think that there's a lesser of 2 evils, or that there's no right choice, but when, you know, and they could be seeing that no choice is making a choice, right? And so this person could be confused, you know, and they're seeing that you're moving forward, or you're, you know, you're taking action here. You know, this person could be wanting to come through with forward movement, but I'm just getting that they're afraid that you're leaving, or going in a new direction, wanting to take a new leap here. What does their heart want right now? Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Well, this person thinks that they can have their cake and eat it too. And, you know, they could be bored. They could be worried that an opportunity is going to pass them by. But I'm getting that they think that they can have, like I said, the best of both worlds, or a lesser of two evils. You know, they think they can have it all. Yeah, Lovers. Yeah. Gemini energy. They think they can have... They think things are a one-way street, and that they can have everything that they want, is what I'm getting. Their cake and eat it too. Is this person healing and growing? 8 of Wands? Yes. I'm just going to take one. Yes. So they are manifesting this, and they could be manifesting communication. They could be manifesting forward movement here. But I'm getting that they're healing and growing because you detached or you walked away, because you're not in their life. So this is forcing them to reflect, or, you know, think about the past, and definitely think about their future. What lessons are you meant to learn from this person, or from this energy, from this connection? 3 of Wands, Page of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. So you've made a lot of progress. You've done a lot of growing. You've done a lot of, it could be research or learning more, you know, new things, having new ideas coming in because of this, right? This, whatever happened with this person caused you to want to learn more, grow more, progress in your life, expand your life. I mean, this could even be an overseas opportunity. You know, you want security in your life, and you realize that you're the only one that can give you that security and that safety. You know, you could even be saving more money now, or doing something differently with your money, or investing. You know, and I'm getting that you're no longer living in fear, right? You're investing in yourself and your future self, so you can create the world of your dreams. And you've recalibrated your timeline. And I wanted to say reclaimed your power as well. You are on the right path, right? And I just dropped one. 5 of Cups. Yeah. This is saying, you know, don't regret anything, right? Everything happens for a reason. But also, I'm just hearing, be careful who you break bread with, right? Nothing is a failure. It's only, you know, a learning tool, right? Disappointments, or, you know, things that don't go right for you. It's something you learn from, something you grow from, right? Nothing is, not to live in regret because of the past, because that shapes you who you are today. Right? And I'm getting that this person says, or they did say in the past, that they wanted more out of life or they wanted change. But then they surround themselves with people who just stay comfortable. Or, that's why they could be bored in a certain situation or with certain people. They shrink themselves and they shrink their dreams little by little because of it, right? It's very important to only surround yourself with winners, right? People that want to do good, people that want to grow, people that are successful, who are doing the right things. I'm going to get a hidden truth message for this energy. I know I messed up everything. I wish I had treated you better. I'm also going to get a starseed oracle. Yeah, I'm just getting, they know no one else will ever feel like you do. Your energy is very rare and you're irreplaceable to this person. Whale and Orca elders, share your song. Frequency of sound, diving deep. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.